They'll gladly pay you by the hour for a minute or so, so you can sign off on the towers where they'll piss on your home. And if you feel like you're just powerless to answer them no, it's 'cause you are. It's 'cause you are. They'll gladly pay you by the hour for a minute or so, so you can sign off on the towers where they'll piss on your home. And if you feel like you're just powerless to answer them no, it's 'cause you are. It's 'cause you are. They'll gladly stagnate a living wage, snap the chains and bury it. Labor slaves in rusty cages dragged behind a chariot, led by Mr. Racial Jungle, Joseph R. Iscariot, fighting over scraps as they barrage us all with variants and BuzzFeed clickbait, straight until we're paralyzed, trying to distract us from the concentration camps that Joe had swore he'd close but only chose to amplify, where they got 50-something kids in cages made for 5 to occupy. And no, she hasn't seen the camps, but Harris swears they're paradise. And she tells us the facilities are safe, and that right down to the women, they are regularly sterilized. Then she throws her head back and she proceeds to laugh, that sort of heartless cackle you'd expect from someone working steadfastly on behalf of the virus and a Congress full of parasites. And where was I? I was busy cashing every blue check, demonstrating plainly all the narratives expected from the verified. See, I was busy breeding verbal leeches by the terabyte. Trained them to exsanguinate the wealthy while they sleep at night. Bleed the oil barons dry and barren, say they showed us how to share and now we share alike. Tell them I've contracted rabies from a feral mic. And now I'm just another species losing sleep to noise pollution and these glaring lights. Forced to change its habits and adapt to just survive. And now it's safe to say that some of us are thriving in the moment, throwing shit on presidential homes beneath the Paris skies. So if you think that you're just powerless, I guess you bought the lie. But I can tell they're petrified of our collective might. See, I can hear those gentrifiers weeping at the sight of our collective might. And I only can imagine the intensifying fear of knowing revolution's near, and all that's left to do is simply wallow in the thick anticipation of a rabid bite. And one day you can ask your leaders just what that was like before you grab a slice. So if you think you're powerless, allow me now to change your mind. See, if you think you're powerless, allow me now to change your mind. Because they'll pay you hourly, tax them each apart, and build a shining tower out of loopholes and cards, and tell you that you're powerless to keep you in the dark because you aren't. Because we aren't. See, they'll pay you hourly, tax them each apart, and make you build a shining tower out of loopholes and cards, and tell you that you're powerless to keep you in the dark because you aren't. Because we aren't. And that's powerless.
Holy crap, dude. Like,